here I am at Montaneta. It's going to be a short walk today. I've just been and had a coffee with Raphael, and I asked him about the rain yesterday. He said it rained hard yesterday, and I was telling him I couldn't walk in. He said we are expecting a tormento, a storm, and that cloud there you can see, you can see that. Let's see. Although it's white up there and it gets down to the bottom, it's quite dark. So I'm going to walk down the path on the lava flow from here down towards Tanque. Go down 100 meters in elevation, then walk back, so it'll be a short walk. We'll see how it goes. Okay, I've set my Samsung, my Android device, to tracking. I haven't even bothered with the Garmin today. I've tried already. I've sent the started walk message out, but it never sends it from here, so I don't know. But we'll see how far we can get. Let's say I only intend going down about 100 meters altitude, so the walk is short. I'll get some exercise. As you can see, there is some storm clouds there. I just have to keep an eye on it. Having just rushed up that hill to the top, I just thought I'd show you where we were. I could walk on that path there, I never have done. I know where this one goes, so I'm staying on this one. I must admit, rushing up that hill was a bit breathtaking. I don't want to be out too long today in case a storm does brew. Okay, we're a couple of 100 meters from the turn off that should take me downhill. This is a lava field that we normally cross. I'm effectively going to walk down it, I think, today. As I said, it goes all the way to the exit to the tunnel from Ercos at El Tanque, but that's a 300 meter drop. I ain't going to do that with the risk of a storm, although some of the cloud is passing over now, so I'll see how it goes a bit further on. Well, this is the part that I've not been on before. It's a nice path. Unfortunately, you can't make it into a circular walk, so it's going to have to be out and bike. And of course, back is all uphill, out is all downhill, so it will be a bit harder later on. But the weather seems to be holding. The cloud does seem to be skirting the edge of the island, so maybe we'll get away with it. Oh, there's an interesting one. Don't go that way, go that way. There's a lot of horse manure on this track, so it looks as though it's used by one of the local riding, hacking schools. So it is used quite a lot, and it is well worn. We are going down fairly steeply. Coming back up is going to be a bit of a nightmare when you're tired, but still, we'll get there. Oh, look, another path. Interesting. I think that one finishes up in nowhere. I think I've looked at that one before. It just goes off and then stops. Right, we'll carry on a bit. Lots of pine needles here, of course it's brown today, and it's just started raining. So we are getting the edge of the rain now. I'll see how it goes. If it starts raining heavy, I will turn around and go back up the hill. But for now, I'll keep walking down. 100 metres drop in altitude is where the next main turn-off is. Oh, it looks like a turn-off. So when I get there, my intention was to turn back and walk back up the hill and just give myself some exercise. We'll see. Having started to rain, the sun's now come out. So maybe it was just the edge of the cloud we caught. It was very fine rain, it wasn't heavy enough to worry about. And it stopped after a couple of minutes, so this is a very nice path to walk. The problem is, it's all downhill and uphill. There is no flat anywhere on this walk, so yeah, we will see. According to the map, it's 500 metres or so to the point where I was going to turn back. When I get there, I'm going to have to look and check the time. The sky is clear and it's not looking as though it's going to have a storm, not at present anyway. So I could walk further down just to see how far I can get with this walk. I'll check when I get to the turn-off. There in the distance is the storm over there somewhere. Those are the storm clouds. Looking at higher up, they do appear to be coming this way. So I could be facing a storm in a minute. I'm nearly at the point to turn back. Look, you can't find them all over these paths. Right, I'll get to this turn off and then think about going back. I've been walking 35 minutes, 1.5 kilometres, something like that. This is a steep bit down to the turn-off. I might have been better turning around up there, but we'll continue a bit further, see where it goes. Right, I've come to the turn-off. It's just a bit further down. The turn-off actually is a walk that finishes in the lava field. It doesn't come back to this path anywhere, so there's no way back, and it's just started spotting with rain again, so this storm cloud is now coming in this way. So I suspect, well, common sense says I walk back up. I've done about 1.8 kilometres down in distance, 100 metres in altitude. So it would give me about, let me just walk this last bit to then I'll turn around. It means I will have got 4 kilometres and a 100 metre climb. It's not wonderful for a walk, but it's very pretty down here. And that. Let me just keep the camera going. Let me just get my stick because it's looking slippery and it's steep. Yeah, as I say, it's slippery. Well, I think maybe, I don't know where that cloud's going. It's another bit steep now. I will walk to the bottom of this, turn around at the bottom on the flat bit and come back up here. And that will probably give me close on 2 metres down and 2 metres back. This is very slippery. I'm going to turn you off for a while. Well, it looks as though we're coming up to a marker and the path that I said I would decide what I was going to do. It's sad that well, it's all rather confusing. I don't know where that goes up there. as far as my map is concerned, it just goes and finishes somewhere in the lava field. That goes down to El Tanque. That one has got a cross on it. We're not supposed to go there, that's not the path. So at this point I have to decide what I'm going to do. I'm going to look at the map, that's what I'm going to do. Alright, you can't see that, can you? I don't know which way to look at it yet. What it says is I've come 1.8 kilometres, I've been walking for 32 minutes, and I've come down 137 metres, walking at 4 kilometres an hour. So, alright, it will only be 3.5 kilometres, but 137 metre climb as I go back. And over there, that's the storm coming in. It's fairly high cloud, I don't think it's going to rain, but going further down I think now is a bit stupid, so we'll go back up the hill and see what it's like walking the other way. Well, you didn't even gasp me for breath on the way down. You're going to do now. That was a fairly vigorous climb. I've just passed a young woman in her 30s walking from Montaneta, where I was, and I overtook her one of the other turnouts where she was looking at a map, wondering where to go, and she asked me what I was doing. I told her that Raphael in the bar in San Jose said they expected una tormenta, a storm, but she was wanting to walk down to El Tanque and was asking whether the path went on there, why I was coming back. I said, I'm just coming back to make sure I don't get caught in the storm. But the path does go on to El Tanque, so she's decided to go on. But she's younger, possibly finds it easier. Well, turn this off a while. My chest infection seems to be recurring again. It was alright at the beginning of the week, and now seems to be getting slightly worse. But this walk will probably clear my lungs up. We'll see at the end. That Spanish chap just passed me going downhill. He's obviously going to the bottom. The rain's been spitting, hardly heavy enough to worry about. My camera is soaked. Well, it's getting heavier now, actually. Having said that, I may have to take my top off and go into a waterproof top and protect the camera. So for now it'll have to be off. Okay, I'm out of my hoodie into my medium weight waterproof. I left my lightweight one in England, so I went to use my medium one. It does seem to have eased off the rain. That's a typical, you put waterproofs on it stops raining. But at least I can keep my camera dry with this. So I'll continue up the hill. I've sent a message back saying I'm still walking. I've had some water. So, see you in a bit. It's nearly stopped raining. So once you get into your waterproofs, it stops. These are interesting. It's the gully at the side of the path where the lava came down. This is it looks like grey lava, but it's the lichens or whatever the plant is that grows on these things. But it's all very pretty. Right, we keep walking up this hill and see when we come to the turnoff. I'm going to have a look at the map a bit higher just to see how far up I am. But it looks as though the threat of the storm may have gone, but it doesn't matter. By the time I've climbed back up 500 feet, my cardiovascular system will know it's been some work. Another You can see that just after I said it would stop raining. It's now raining again. The lens has got a bit dirty. It's now stopping again. And the sun's come out. I don't understand it. It's about 200 metres to the turn of this path back to the top. As you can see, the ground is getting quite wet now. So it'll get slippery, and it started raining heavier again. So I'm going to have to turn this off and put the camera away. The worst of the storm clouds appear to have passed over now. They're over that way, going out into the Atlantic. And I'm coming up to the turn off. This track is the one we use when we're doing a circular walk from Montaneta to Reina Negras and back. I'm not going there today. That was too far, and I'd be walking into the bad weather. Walking downhill, I've walked away from it. So now, La Montaneta, a kilometre, and a bit of downhill. That's novel. I think now it's all now. It is quite beautiful up here, even in the rain. What more do you want? Still, that's where I've just come from, down there. There you are, that's the silence without my heavy breathing. Right, I'm going to put this away and walk a bit further. I'm now on the bit which is kind of slowly uphill and then downhill to Montaneta, but I'm walking across a lava flow, so it is all up and down. At present it's up. I've just been a bit down, but the sun's coming out now. I'm going to have to take this top off if I'm not careful. I suppose if I unzip it, I'll be alright. Well, we're coming out of the lava flow now, and if you look at the sky, we've got a blue sky. Well, kind of. I mean, there's some cloud about, but the storm clouds seem to have gone. So, yeah, I could have probably got further down, but there's no real point in taking a risk. I've had a walk, done some exercise. Let me get down this bit. It's a bit slippery. There we are. A couple of interesting things for you, Jamie. This is Jamie's little section. Last night, I couldn't sleep. I was thinking about Jen and what she'd gone through at the end. But then, when I finally thought I can get into bed and I can go to sleep, I'd got the telly still running with the sound on, but take my glasses off. I wasn't watching it. I was going to sleep. It normally puts me to sleep. When suddenly Jen was with me. Now I know it's subconscious versus conscious, this battle that's going on in me. But she said, "Did you enjoy this evening?" I don't know. I can't remember what dreams I had or what bits, when I was dozing. But I was struggling because Jen didn't like the telly sound on. I was struggling to turn the telly off, so I dropped the controller. I picked it up, eventually managed to turn the sound down, moved back slightly, thought I'd bumped into Jen, and of course it was her pillow I'd bumped into. Oh, that's me and my subconscious fighting my conscience, I know that. But the other interesting one was Sunday. Sunday, Jen and I used to go to Raymond's for coffee, so I decided, I've been once before since Jen died, so they do know about it as far as I know. So I go down for a coffee to Raymond's, and one of the waiters who knew us, came, asked me what I wanted, so I ordered a coffee, caffè con leche, tostata mantequilla e marmalada, and he said fine. So he then comes back with a coffee, a bottle of Jen's water and 2 glasses, and I thought perhaps he didn't know, and he, you know, or maybe it's somebody else's and he just got it wrong. Anyway, I left that, and then later on he came with my toast, and I ate my toast, and I thought, well, I'll drink the bottle of water. It was open, so I had to drink it. So I drank Jen's water. Then the bill came, and Jen's water wasn't on the bill. The interesting thing is a little coincidence again. That morning I'd said to Jen, I just want to know that you're alright, Duck. And maybe that's another coincidence, but I'll leave it to the mediums. I'm just a retired scientist. Anyway, less of that. I'm now going to the end of the walk. This is the place that they want to make into a restaurant on this side of us, down there behind this white wall. Would make a nice restaurant, that. We could go there for a meal after we'd walked. Anyway, that's about it. I'll tell you what I've done when I get back. It started raining again now, so I'm going to turn this off. And here I am at the finish of the walk, coming back to Montaneta. Quite a few cars here now, so people are walking today. There's still grey clouds in the sky, so the threat of a storm has not gone away completely. But I finished. I've taken my coat off. The waterproof was more wet on the inside than the outside, so that's drying. My hoodie is drying from the water it got on it. Need to dry the camera in a second. I just looked at the walk that I did. It's not very far. Let me see if I can get the information back. Oh, I've lost it again now. Oh. Oh, can't get any information. Show content. No connection. That's out the way. Track. It took me 1 hour, 13 minutes, 3.5 kilometres, average speed 3.94 kilometres an hour. The descent was 164 metres, the ascent was 124. Now I don't know where those 40 metres went, but according to that I'm 40 metres underground at present. It just shows, how can you trust these things? Right, that's paused it, and that's ended it. That is supposed to save it. I don't want to crop it, just save it. I don't understand. No. I've switched the phone off. It wouldn't save the route. I don't know. It's totally the vent doesn't need to know where I've been. Right. It seems to have stopped raining. The cloud seems to be lighter now, so maybe they're all going to have a good day walking. It's time for me to get ready and go home and get some dinner.